There we see that the goal attack just taking the front space and the goal shooter of Ireland just holding her space at the back very well.
Yeah, very simple play, a holding shooter with a moving goal attack.
I think both teams have also stuck to the same combination. Like we don't see any changes.
Yeah, looks like they are the same players.
Oh, there we go. All hustling for the rebound. Contact call by the goalkeeper, Ireland. Malaysia attempting the shot. And there we have it. Putri just scoring off that goal. Nice pass in by the center of Republic Island. She just sighted her goal shooter who held her space very well, just held her keeper very high up in the circle and she had all the space behind. Oh, great play by Malaysia.
Good vision.
3 passes in just like that. I think the goal attack and wing attack set up the first and second phase really well.
Yeah. So I do realize that the Ireland team do play their centre pass back to the wing defence pretty often. It may be because Malaysia defence is doing a good job
on the centre pass, or either that it could be
just a strategy.
Yeah. They want it to go back so that they can either offer a long or short option after that.
So we do see the centre of Ireland, Peters. She is defending quite man-on.
Even the wing defense as well. Can see her really challenging step by step with her player. There we go. She was just needed to come around the body and take that one more step.
Quite a contactive game, and netball really has evolved from really non-contact to like very contactive. As long as the umpires deem that it is not interfering,
it's not too dangerous, then the play will actually go on.
Yes.
Advantage will be called.
So that's why for netball players, standard gym routine is very important, and that was a nice pass in the shooter. Was the keeper nearby?
I think she went out to hunt because the wing attack drive down the pocket.
Well, I think in order to gain intercepts, sometimes the keeper or even the circle defenders have to come out and try.
Yes, correct. Sometimes, especially if you have a very tall, big ankle shooter at the back, sometimes actually your chances are hit where your midfielders or defense outside is actually forcing the ball wide or high and long for you to just come out and give it a go.
Yeah, otherwise the moment you hit the circle edge is really tough to intercept off the feet.
Yes.
And looks like there's a change in momentum. Ireland is now leading by 2 goals.
See a patience play there by Ireland.
A nice feed. I feel that they are more confident to feed in from far at this point of time.
Now I think when they just sight the goal shooter early and she has that space, they will just pass it in. We've seen like 2 or 3 in a row already so far.
Yep. So that's why the keeper will want to come out and try to hunt for the ball, and that's a forced turnover.
There was a bit too much on the pass, so it's Malaysia's throw in.
So contact call against the wing attack. I think she was quite late in challenging the ball.
Just knocked the center of Malaysia a bit.
So in the new rules of netball, if a player is not standing at the side and if you are given the penalty, you can choose to pass even when the player is not near you.
Yeah, that's right. So you don't really need to wait for the player who was penalized to come and stand right beside you. The play can actually go on the moment the umpire has called for the infringement.
Yes, it speeds up the play.
Yes.
And it doesn't kill momentum. But of course, at the same time, if your player is actually ahead, then and it's your decision to pass and she actually intercepted it, then that is another story.
Yeah. Nice shot there by Murray. We see a slight extension of lead by Ireland there. They're up by 4 goals at the moment, 21 to Ireland, 17 to Malaysia.
So that was, I feel that she can stable herself a bit more.
I think Malaysia, they're just forcing the pass quite a bit. I don't think their players are actually getting rid of their defenders totally yet.
Yeah.
There we go, nice front cut by Karunisa.
Definitely not easy because the keeper was actually holding her well at the base. But with her quick footwork, she managed to get out of it.
Great defensive pressure there by Malaysia. Just no options available at the front for Ireland.
And they force the ball out.
Yeah. So sometimes I think as a defender, you can also choose to fall back to cover the shooters running out at the circle edge, or choosing to put your hands up. I think sometimes falling back to help your defenders inside cover the goal attack, goal shooter from coming out also can be a defensive strategy where it gives the ball carrier no options at all, and maybe it can even cause a help ball eventually.
Yeah, I think it's really like just trying different strategies to confuse the play. Otherwise, it becomes too predictable.
Yep. Oh, that was the offensive call. Contact on the wing attack for Malaysia.
Yeah.
Ireland in possession. Oh. The goal attack, Duffy just sighted her goal shooter, but I think the pass was not executed too well.
I think it's a bit too fast for the shooter to react to it.
Let's see, Malaysia can seize this turnover. Can they score it off?
Well, we can see the Ireland team mid-court, they are really clogging out the space at the middle channel.
Yes.
So it makes it really hard to hit the middle channel of the circle edge.
Yeah, I noticed that Malaysia has been feeding from the pockets. You don't really see them feeding at the top of the circle anymore.
Yeah.
So Ireland is really doing defensively very well to push them high and wide.
Yeah, so we see another another play without getting the penalized player standing at the side. She just played on because she does have the vision. Her shooter is ready, so she just popped the ball over. Nice pass by the center of Malaysia, Amisa. She's 23 years old.
You can see that the goal defense of Malaysia is falling back to help out her goalkeeper, just confusing the space a bit. There we see another error there by Ireland, and their defensive efforts have paid off for Malaysia. You can see Malaysia trying to get back into the game now. Just one goal apart between both of these teams.
Nice intercept by wing attack, but it is. What is it? Is it
Need to ask
offside?
Billy again.
Yeah, we have two things to ask Billing.
B, I hope you can hear this.
We'll check with her after the game. So nice shot by the goal shooter. And now it's 22. Oh,
Yeah,
Malaysia's
all
in the
even between both teams.
I feel that the shooter can look in a bit more just to get the defenders into the circle a bit more. That was a nice rotation.
Nice handover pressure by the goalkeeper Ireland as well. She's very tall and lengthy.
So another new rule of netball is that you just need to have one leg in the circle instead of the very traditional having two legs wholly in the circle for the center while they are executing a center pass.
Oh, that was a short pass that B called between the wing attack and goal attack.
Yeah, and wing attack actually clarified with the umpire pretty quickly.
Oh, nice play. Middle channel down all the way. I think that's what every attacker's dream is, right? To just play down the middle channel.
Yes, and the goal shooter actually set up a very nice screen so that both defenders are actually behind her and gives the goal attack the space to run through.
You notice quite a bit of momentum shifts in this game.
Yeah.
So we have one moment Ireland taking the lead and then another moment Malaysia coming back and vice versa.
So seems like it's the same for yesterday's game between Singapore and Ireland team.
Yes, that's right. We see Singapore up at 4 to 5 goals at one point and then suddenly Ireland just fighting to come back, and we see the momentum shift in Ireland's favour, and then we see Singapore eventually fighting back again to win that game by 2 goals.
Yeah, so it's really anybody's game. I think the key is being resilient and not to give up.
Yeah. And I think to the fans and viewers, it'll make the game very exciting.
Yeah. So do get tickets to come down and watch live.
Nice defensive pressure there by Azila, the goal defense of Malaysia. She just jumped on the shot. It's still Ireland's possession.
So just a very nice lunge and pop by the midcourt. Just need to sink in that ball to complete the game.
Ireland centre pass. Just under 3 minutes left in this quarter. Oh, great pass to the centre who hit the circle edge right at the top.
She almost had to...
She had to take that one more step.
Yes.
I think it's not sure had been offside.
or not like footwork call.
Yeah.
So it's good that, you know, her shooter is holding at the spot and there's a target for her to just pass the ball to.
Good try there by the goalkeeper of Ireland. She saw that shooter pass, tried to defend it, but unfortunately just a little bit late. Still a very, very close game. Malaysia just up by 1 goal at the moment. Just slightly over 2 minutes left. There we see the goal attack trying to pull the defenders apart so that Murray at the back will be free.
I feel that she can actually attempt that first shot because it was pretty near.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you have a very dominant shooter, it is quite advisable to also put in some shots yourself. So that
you want to share the shooting load, right?
Yes, and get your confidence up. And also at the same time, it draws the attention away from the shooter.
Yeah, because if a team notices that only one shooter is putting in the shots, they will naturally want to double defend on that shooter.
Yes. So nice contest by a goal defense. Definitely quite clean.
Yeah.
She was just really going for the ball, and like it's really her skill that allows her to go side by side against her opponent.
We see quite a lot of push and shove between the both centers throughout this game.
I think it's good for the Malaysian team, given that they are young players.
Yes.
When you get too comfortable playing in your own region, you expect certain things from the similar opponents.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you change it up and play against different teams from different region,
you expose yourself to different styles of netball and the physicality.
Yeah, and that is what Nations Cup is for. So I remember it started because we want to bring in teams from different regions to play.
Yeah, we get so that our players get to have expose themselves to different styles and are ready for world netball lah.
Yes,
basically.
and of course for this tournament we do have Fiji, Singapore's team playing for World Cup next year. So it will be good experience for these two teams.
Yeah, take as much as they can learn from this competition and be prepared for World Cup next year.
Yeah. So just 5 seconds to go. So at this point of time, with 2 seconds left on the clock just now, the center will want to hold the ball so that the center pass remain.
Yes. So that means in the next quarter, Malaysia will still get to start the center pass.
Yes.